A reversal of fortune for a famous defendant in a famous trial, a trial that riveted this nation a decade ago. Michael Skakel, known as a nephew in the Kennedy family, was convicted of murdering a young girl. And here he was, the person we saw then, Skakel, being led off to prison. But here he is today, walking outside, free on bail and awaiting a new trial. So what was the big new twist in the case that has fascinated crime watchers for so long? ABC's Ron Claiborne starts us off.
Tonight, Michael Skakel is a free man, still insisting he was convicted of a crime he did not commit.
Hopefully, we are at the first step of righting that wrong.
The case combines money, power, and one of America's most famous families. Skakel is the nephew of Robert F. Kennedy and his wife, Ethel. His arrest for the brutal 1975 murder of his pretty young neighbor had the public transfixed from the very beginning. It happened in ritzy Greenwich, Connecticut. 15-year-old Martha Moxley was found under a tree in her family's backyard, bludgeoned to death with this golf club. There were no witnesses to the crime, no DNA evidence. Skakel was also 15 at the time of the murder, but he wasn't charged until 25 years later, largely on the testimony of a prep school pal who said Skakel confessed to him, saying, "I'm going to get away with murder. I'm a Kennedy."
In Connecticut today, a man named Michael Skakel was convicted of murdering a teenage neighbor named Martha Moxley.
A tiny prison cell like this one has been Skakel's home for the past decade. He passed the years painting, a lobster, a clown, this one titled Faith. All the while, the Kennedy family used their millions and their might to win his freedom.
It was an attractive narrative for people that somehow this kid, because of his connections to my family, which were very tenuous, by the way, had gotten away with murder. But, you know, the fact is that he didn't commit the murder.
And just a few weeks ago, an appeals judge threw out Skakel's conviction, saying his former lawyer had bungled his defense. Today, supporters in court applauding as Skakel was released on $1.2 million bond. Outside the court, Martha Moxley's mother put on a brave face.
I'm disappointed, but this is life.
Skakel could still be retried, but that could take months, even years, if it happens. And tonight, Diane, Skakel is home visiting with family. Diane?
As we said, a big reversal. Thank you so much, Ron Claiborne.